Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. Let's continue our identity section. Previous lesson we finalized our sign up um, action, but while I was looking our latest HTML page, I just realized I didn't like the um, error message which is coming from user create result. If you remember, there is a list which contains all the errors coming from user create result, and I'm gonna add a kind of alert before start sign in method because we're going to start the sign in today. Let's do it quickly and we can continue with the sign in. All right, I am going to find a alert first of all within browser. Just have a look quickly which one is going to fit for us. And let's have a look. It seems very nice. Yeah, I'm gonna get this one. A simple danger alert. Let's copy this text and close now. Let's open that HTML file, Control F. Yeah, this is going to be fit for us. Let's close and let's go to sign up. Yep, perfect. I am going to add this span instead of this text, and I'm gonna close that. I'm gonna delete that class because I'm gonna use the default alert specifications, and I'm going to add an if else logic here, because if we don't do that, we're going to see that alert all the time, which is with an empty text just with a background. So string is empty or not, because I'm gonna send it here a view back and be able to understand is there any message or error message or not. So if we send a view back which is come with a text, what happened to this one? Yeah, so we able to see the alert. And where is coming the view back? Result, it's coming from our controller. So if we have an error here, so we can assign a view back here. Viewback dot result not succeed. Yep. All right. Let's have a quick look now. We're in browser. Oh, there is. Yeah, this is what I'm trying to tell you. I guess we did something wrong. If we did something wrong, we going to see this alert all the time. Okay. Let's have a look again. The VBack result. Let's have a look. Okay. If string is null or empty, we're going to change it to not. If VBack result not null. So it's going to be fixed now. Within browser. Within browser. Yeah, it's gone now. Let's test with our sign up section, create account. Yeah, as you can see, it seems much more better now. All right, let's continue with the sign in. It's enough. We waste our time with the visualization, which is not our subject actually, but I would like to show everything what I know in this project. Okay, save, close all tabs, and let's get back to the authentication control. All right. Now HTTP get sign. Oh, sorry. Public. It's not gonna be async, so I'm gonna I'm just thinking, normally I'm going to add some async method. I can add some async methods, but let's do it normal way. If it's needed, I'm gonna add later because if I do everything uh, quickly, and you might not understand what I'm doing. So let's add any extra thing if it's when it's needed. Okay, so it's going to be better for you to understand it. All right, public I action result log in. All right, now let's create our post method. HTTP post public async task I action result log in. Perfect. All right, but we need some variable, right? Log in. Oops. Request. So we need to create our view model. We're going to follow the same step with the sign up. Let's go back to the entity layer now. Identity, view model, class, log in, view model. Yep, control RG, public. Let's bring our information from our other view model. Control C, email and password. That's all we need. Yeah, perfect. And also as an extra we need remember me public bool um remember me get set. Perfect, it's done. So I'm closing it layer. We don't have any changes at the repository layer. Service, we're going to refactor our methods later and we're going to create our services. So I'm passing here now, but we need Fluent validation and automapper. Let's add the automapper first because it's always been forgotten. Um, log in mapper, control RG, public profile constructors. Oops, sorry, control C, control it's why it's still protected. Control C, control V. Alright, okay. Now create map dot, no, not dot, u app users, comma, log in view model. Yep, reverse map, and it's all good now. Okay. Is there anything else should we do? Login mappers, and let's go to the Fluent validation identity. Sign up validation is done. Add class log in validation. Control RG public abstract validator for log in vmodel. Yep, perfect. Now we going to yeah, create our constructor first. Create constructor. Perfect. I'm going to copy from sign up validation, username, email, email and password. Yeah. Control C, get back here. Control V. And we have a remember me, right? Rule for X. No, remember me. So let's have a look what we have. Must, no, not no. I guess we can use must here. I'm going to have a quick look at my previous project because I don't remember what I did before. As I told you before, it's a really good practice for me. Actually, I'm suggesting you do the same. Do something different like this to study your and improve your knowledge. Storage service layer, identity, plant validation, sign in. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't add anything. Yeah, I guess we did we don't need to add anything here. Yeah, I'm gonna pass it now. Okay. Remember me. I'm gonna pass that remember me. So actually, if you just think about it, you can select it or not select it. So there is no rule for it. It's just up to you. So of course we don't need to add any rule, any validation for the remember me. Let's control S for the save. Mapper is done. Validation is done. Anything else? Messages is done. Perfect. Null empty. Okay, let's get back to the our controller now. So first of all, we need to do a validation, right? But before start, I'm gonna check my previous project again to to uh, to create everything correctly. All right. Yeah, there is a little bit difference. You see that I sent a string return URL, which is for, just imagine, if you know the exact URL, what are you looking for, which is located in the authenticated area, for example, a kind of special section. But if you didn't logged in, um, this area going to keep that URL in its memory, and when you're logged in, it's going to directly return that return URL. So you're not gonna waste your time again, log in dashboard and uh, find your that specific area to want to log in and see. So we're going to use a kind of return URL things, which is going to be modified in our HTML file as well. So let's continue to write those return URL first. Okay, let's get back to our project. Let's add here a string which is can be null, because if we use the normal login page, we don't have a return URL. Sorry, yep, return URL, and which is come null. Perfect. Now continue. Let's define the return URL first. Return URL is, if return URL is null, we're going to use URL dot action, which is normal our dashboard. Let's have a check quickly. Yeah, we're going to use our dashboard. And where is this dashboard? The action is index. Let's have a look quickly our admin. Where is our admin area? Admin controller dashboard. Yeah, we're going to use this index and dashboard. Let's close it. Index action and dashboard controller. Is there any information should we send? I guess no. Area is going to be admin. That's all. Perfect. It's meaning if we have a return URL, it's going to be return URL. But it's empty. If it's empty, we're going to use this action, URL action. So we're going to be directed to this action, guys. Okay. Now let's continue with the validation. I guess let's have a look quickly. Yes. We're going to validate. We're going to find the user, and we're going to sign in. Perfect. Let's do step by step. Var validation. Yeah, we need to add our validators. Now log in vModel, log in validator. Perfect. Log in validator, validate async request. Yep. Now we're going to create our logic validation. Why did be anything wrong? Yeah, we forgot await. So dot is valid if it's not valid actually. By the way, do not uh, use else, just use the if section all the time because it's much more readable for the projects. If you use else sections, it's going to be, how can I say, a logic inside another logic and inside another logic, so it must be it must be a little bit confusing. If it's not valid, and finish your action here, okay? So if you remember, we're going to add a view back, same as sign up. So I'm going to add this view back as well for our alert. View back dot result not succeed, and um yep, is there, yeah, let me have a look quickly. We're going to sorry, we're going to add validation dot add to model state. This model state and return view. Let's have a check quickly. Is everything all right? Yeah, perfect. Okay, we validate our model state, guys. Then let's continue to find the user, okay? So var has user. We're going to use user manager. Sorry. Await user manager find by email async and request.email. If has user, if has user is null, let's have a look at our logic. Viewback is a result, and we're going to add add an error. Yeah. So it means if there is no user, so there is an error with the email or password or something, right? Okay. Um, let's again create a viewback. Oops, sorry. Not succeed. And let's add an error to our model state. This is our model state method, if you remember, and we're going to add, this is just identity. I'm not gonna use the identity one. Let me have a look. It's a normal message. I'm gonna add a normal message. So let's add a new list here. New list string, which is email. Oops, sorry. It must be a string. Email or password is wrong. Normally, if it couldn't find any user, it means email is wrong. But for the security purposes, we write here email password wrong, and we don't want to understand the people who is trying to log in which is wrong, email or password. It must be a little confusion for the user, but it's needed for the security purposes. Return view. Perfect. It's done. We check the user. If there is a user, we can start other section and we can try to sign in now. Var sign in. I always use a sign in because previous project I used the sign in and I always use a sign in log in result await user manager. It must be login or sign in. Which one is a user manager? Let me have a look again. No, guys, it's sign in manager. Yeah, password sign in. Yeah, sorry about that. Let's add a sign in manager here now because we are signing in. It's normal. Private read only sign in manager app user sign in manager. Perfect. Let's add to our constructor. Generate add the parameters to. Yeah, perfect. Is there any problem? Oh, we didn't add our login, I guess. Let's add this one as well. Perfect. We don't have any problem right now. Okay. Await sign in manager dot password sign in async. So what is needed? It's ask us a user, which is here we already defined has user, password, persistent lack of failure. Okay, we have a user, has user, comma. Password comes from the request password is coming automatically, and the is persistent is the remember me. Perfect. And bool lockout fire. So I'm going to use it true because I want it to be locked out if a person trying to if a person has a failed attempt while he or she trying to locked in. Okay, and let's have a look now. Oops, sorry, there's a yeah. Let's have a look. This is sign in result, yo. Okay, all right. If login result not succeed, login result not succeed. So we have a problem here. So I'm gonna send again feedback result not succeed for our alert, which is going to be quite later. And we're going to add our model state errors again. Model state dot add model error list, which is going to be enumerable identity result login result dot errors. I get let me have again. No, it's not. It must be that one. Login result. Let me have a look quickly. It must be like that. Find my email. Sign in. Succeed. Remember me to succeed. Yes. Okay, sorry. If it's going to sign in result succeed, we're going to sign in and we're going to use opposite result for the lockout. Yeah, sorry about that. So just return our return URL. Return, sorry, redirect to action return URL. Yeah, let's have a look quickly. Sign in result. This is for the API, guys. Don't. It's not important. This is for the toaster. We're going to add it later. Yeah, this is exactly what we done. Actually, we can use redirect to action or redirect. Both of them is same, but we're going to use the same one. But it must be, it is telling us it's null. Let's put that mark here and let's say this is not null. Perfect. Because it is going to be, if it's null, where is our, sorry, where is our return? If it's null, we have an action here, so it cannot be null. So I'm adding this mark here and finalize this one. We're going to add extra feature later, as you see in my previous project, but everything is going to be step by step because it's going to be a huge project. Let's continue now. If we didn't succeed, then we have a lockout, right? Let's have a look at lockout. If signer is lockout, and we have here and we have a different message here, and if it's not lockout, just a failed, and we have a failed message here. Okay, let's continue to build those section. Var locked out. Yeah, have a look again quickly. Yeah, sorry. We already did, we have our result. If login result is locked out, we have a VBAC result. Let's type in here locked out, and we have an error here, which is going to be, what was our configuration? How many minutes we have been locked out? Let's see our configuration. Service layer, extension, identity extension. So we have locked out. Oh my god, it's 3 minutes, it's too much. Let's make it 60 seconds from seconds or 60. Okay, it's alright. Let's close that one. Your account is locked out for 60 seconds. Please try. It's not needed. It's for 60 seconds. It's enough. Okay, return view. And if it's not locked out yet, but if there is a failed attempt, let's add. Oh, sorry. Let's have a look again. What we done here is locked out. No, it's the final one, so we don't need to use any if again. If we have any other logic, so we can wrap with this methods with the if, so we don't need it yet. We don't need it. Okay. Let's do it normal way now. So if everything is failed and if everything is passed by the if logic, so there is just email or password is wrong, guys. Okay, Control V, failed attempt. All right, now we're going to add an error message here. Let's type here failed. No, first of all, email or password is wrong, and let's add a failed attempt here, attempt with a $sign, and we're going to add a method here. We're going to add a method here, await sign in. It must be sign in manager, I guess. Let's have a look. Get failed No, not that one. No, it's it's user manager, guys. Because if you have a failed attempt, it's recorded to your database. If you remember, I showed you while we are looking at our tables. User manager get access failed count. It must be the one. Count async. Is there anything else? App user, yeah, has user. I guess it must be done. Await. Perfect, yeah. What's the problem? What's telling us? Is not here. Invalid arguments into string. Dot to string. Anything else? No. Await. User manager. Let's have a look quickly. Wait, user get explain. No, it's correct. Yeah. Why we have problem here now? We don't need any. Await. User manager get access file account async. Perfect. It's a return integer. Correct. No, we close the we we put our method in the wrong place. That's the problem, guys. Yep, perfect. Yeah, that's scope for that one, and this scope for this one. Perfect. Now we have count as well. So we're able to see how many failed attempts we have. Let's control KD. All right. So we send our all VBACs and return view again. Perfect. Now let's create our login page. Let's have a look quickly how many minutes it's been done. It's 32 minutes. It's quite a lot, mate. Okay. Uh, let's finish this lesson here and we can continue with the CSHTML page on the other lesson and we can continue. All right. If we need add anything extra, we can add on the other lesson. Okay. Take care of yourself, guys. Bye bye.